What's up? David here. Today I want to talk to you about The Matrix. It's a movie, but some people say that it's a documentary. I also believe that it is true too. Because a lot of society, a lot of us people in the world, we live under the hypnosis of societal conditioning. We've been influenced by society ever since we were young, that life has to be a specific way. That you got to go to school, you got to go to college afterwards, you got to get a 9-to-5 job, and then you got to be stuck in that 9-to-5 for the rest of your life and hate it. And then you got to retire, and then you have your fun. But it's like, why do we waste a lot of our youth doing the things that we hate in order to do the things that we love when like life is like, near the edge? So a lot of this comes down to societal conditioning. Like we've been programmed to think in a certain way, and we've been influenced by marketers, by advertisers to think in a certain way when it might not necessarily be true. So one thing that I really, really want for you, I really hope that you can get anything, if you can get anything out of any of these videos, is to become a critical thinker. Become a critical and creative thinker. Be able to think for yourself, be able to process information through your own heads, and not just mindlessly accept somebody or some idea. Especially when a form of authority says it. Even if a form of authority, whatever title they might have, even if a doctor says something, even if, president says something, even if I say something, please be able to think critically, process it through your own head, and make sure that it makes sense for you. Because if we mindlessly accept things, we turn into a battery for the system. And this is where the Matrix comes in, right? The Matrix was a beautiful depiction of the societal conditioning, how we're trapped in the system, how we are just a battery being used by the system, and it won't let us escape. But we can escape from this once we become independent, once we become unique, and be able to think for ourselves, right? So you really want to get out of your head, because when you stay inside of your head, you're like overanalyzing and bogged down by ideas from societal conditioning. That's why I said, like, you want to separate yourself from your thoughts, right? You are not your thoughts. You are the conscious awareness behind the thoughts. You are the observer of the thoughts that are going by, okay? And then when you notice these thoughts going by, you're going to notice that, wait, these thoughts are not me. They're actually implemented by society into my head, especially when we were at a young age, right? So this type of hypnosis, a societal condition, can plague us ever since we were young, and especially when we were young. Okay, because when we are younger, up to about the age of 6, we are, it's what is called the theta and alpha states. And then theta and alpha states, you can influence the subconscious mind really heavily in those states. So up to the age of 6, we are like pure hypnosis. So the ideas and the thoughts, a lot of the thoughts that we have right now come from us from that age. So it's pretty much a 6-year-old that is operating an adult body, pretty much, if a lot of us live that way, because we are controlled by our old thoughts and our old beliefs. And this is how powerful that societal conditioning can be. Societal conditioning can be so strong and so pervasive that it has such a big pull on you, especially through social proof, that it might make you do something, even if your very own common sense tells you not to do it. An example of me is, I got peer pressure when I was younger to smoke cigarettes, right? And like the whole world knows cigarettes are bad for you. And that becomes a big societal conditioning. Right? Society conditioned us through marketers and advertisers and movies and stuff like that smoking cigarettes is somewhat cool. Even though it's bad for your health, it's bad for people around you, it's bad for the environment. It's like a net negative, net loss, right? And it costs a lot of money and is addictive. But that's how I was also influenced by societal conditioning. Even though every single part of me, every single piece of my common sense told me, no, this is stupid, I went and did it anyways. So that's what I'm trying to say. Think for yourself. Create that ability, create that skill, because it is such a valuable skill to be able to become a creative and critical thinker. Okay, don't listen to anybody just because they have a certain title. Don't listen to them because they have some authority. Don't even listen to me if it doesn't make sense to you. Okay, just process it through your own mind. So that's my mission. My mission is to wake people up. Because most people go through life in a walking daze. They're asleep with their eyes open. My mission is to wake them up, to create higher consciousness and live a beautiful life instead of just being part of the system, being a battery for the system, living a unique life, living a passionate life, living a life of their own design and not just by society. That's my wish to you. That's it for this video. Hope you found value out of this one, and I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Peace.